Never approach a bull from the front, a horse from the rear, or a fool from any direction. The old man was right. Only the farmers won. We lost. We always lose. Rodeo, like poetry, can get into your hemoglobin, into the deep helices of DNA, and once there, it becomes your metaphorical makeup for life. True cowboys are the ones who aren't afraid to get dirty. I am not afraid to die like a man fighting, but I would not like to be killed like a dog unarmed. There's nothing in life that's worth doing if it can't be done from a horse. You see, in this world, there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns and those who dig, you dig. Nobody throws me my own guns and says run. Nobody. Cowboy is a breed tougher than nails and strong as steel. Cowboys don't take baths. They just dust off. Find her, protect her, spoil her. Dance with her and never stop loving her, or someone else will. No hour of life is wasted that is spent in the saddle. The horse is a mirror to your soul, and sometimes you might not like what you see in the mirror. Doesn't matter if a cowboy lives in the mountains or in the flats, as long as it's warm and there is a place to lay his hat. You can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy. A cowboy never says goodbye. It's not in his nature. That was the trouble with explaining with words. If you explained with gunpowder, people listened. I won't be wronged. I won't be insulted. And I won't be laid a hand on. I don't do these things to other people. And I require the same from them. If God had decided to build his own church, it would have been the mountains. That a man can live like he intended us to live, and never forget that he is there. We're in the West. The West is where you make your own luck. Inside every cowboy, a lady would love to slip out. No man should have cowboy boots in his wardrobe. That's fair enough, unless you're a cowboy, of course. The more secure way to double your money is by folding it and putting it back into your pocket. Never slap a man who's chewing tobacco. Any cowboy can carry a tune, but a challenge comes when he tries to unload it. I've got 2 guns, one for each of you. When I was a kid, I wondered who got the horse of a guy killed in a Western movie. A man has to do what a man's got to do. Courage is being scared to death and saddling up anyway. Cowards never lasted long enough to become real cowboys. For me, sitting still is harder than any kind of work. We ride never worrying about the fall. Guess that's just the cowboy in us all. To sit on a ranch horse that's been broken, it's like getting in a Porsche. When you have to shoot, don't talk. When you stop fighting, that's death. We should be like the mythical cowboys, able to take on and conquer anything, and live in the world without needing other people. Talk low, talk slow, and do not say too much. I've often said there is nothing better for a man's inside than the outside of the horse. Ride them, cowboy. Don't let them throw you down. You can't make any money if you hit the ground. Ride them, cowboy. Don't let them throw you down. You're the toughest cowboy in town. If lawyers are disbarred and clergymen are defrocked, shouldn't it follow that cowboys would be deranged? Always take a good look at what you're about to eat. It's not so important to know what it is, but it's sure crucial to know what it was. Sometimes you get, and sometimes you get got. Home, none. Wife, none. Kids, none. Prospects, 0. Places you're tied out to, none. People with a hold on you, none. May you step aside for, none. But no enemy alive. the biggest troublemaker you'll probably ever have to deal with. Watch as you shave his face in the mirror every morning. Live a good, honorable life. Then when you get older and think back, you'll enjoy it a second time. Hold up your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to uphold this dictate? Oh, this is ridiculous. You're deputized. By the way, you know anything about a man. Going around playing the harmonica, he's somebody you'd remember. Instead of talking, he plays, and when he better play, he talks. There are two kinds of spurs, my friend. Those that come in by the door, those that come in by the window. All gunfighters are lonely, they live in fear. They die without a dime, a woman or a friend. Why aren't you laughing now? It's the same drunken sheriff, the same hat, the same outfit. Why don't you laugh? Let me hear you laugh. An angry bull is less dangerous than an angry woman. Never miss a good chance to shut up. The graveyards are full of boys who were very young and very proud. Every gun makes its own tune. When two hunters go after the same prey, they usually end up shooting each other in the back. And we don't want to shoot each other in the back. Generosity, that was my first mistake. I leave these people a little bit extra. And then they hire these men to make trouble. It shows you, sooner or later, you must answer for every good deed. My name is Dances with Wolves. I have nothing to say to you. You are not worth talking to. A good fence should be pig-tight, horse-high, and bull-strong. Figure a man's only good. For one oath at a time, I took mine. To the Confederate States of America. If I'm going to die, at least let me die. With the only friend I've ever had. Some cowboys have too much tumbleweed in their blood to settle down. Go after life as if it's something. That's got to be roped in a hurry before it gets away. When you have to shoot, don't talk. Well, it's not how you're buried. It's how you're remembered. What you need in these parts is a marshal that's better at smelling than spelling. When you side with a man, you stay with him. And if you can't do that, you're like some animal. You're finished. Slap some bacon on a biscuit. We're burning daylight.